This is what most people are doing, right? Would you guys all agree? If we break out to the upside, most people will then start to buy, and this thing will rally up and shoot up to whatever level we call it now, right? If that happens, there's a chance that you're going to be late to the party. And that's what happens to a lot of new traders, right? This thing breaks up, it gets on TV, blah, 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 and then they buy up here, and then we've already hit the 174.50 level that we thought we were going to go to. And by the time they buy, that's simply the liquidity needed for those who bought earlier to take profit by selling and get out of the trade, and it pushes down, right? That's where you see people get kind of caught up in this area right here. What the creative part would be this. Well, what if I found a clue and a signal in the market that allowed me to buy right here before everyone got involved? Well, now I'm buying here. We end up breaking out. Public sees it. Now it's popular. Then it pushes up. Now, instead of that buyer that is late to the party and you buy as soon as everything starts to sell, now you are the seller. You are the one taking profit at this level because you've made your check from here to here. That's the side you want to be on. You don't want to get involved after everyone else is involved. You want to get involved before, and before is a loose term, right? Because we're not going to be first, right? Maybe if you're very, very skilled, you'll be first, right? You're not going to be first, but we want to be in that mix. So think about it this. I'll leave it this with one last thing before we take our break here or go down to a lower time frame. Are you guys familiar with Elliott waves? Elliott wave theory. I don't use Elliott waves, but it is there in price action. It's how the market moves, right? Elliott waves moves in 3 ways, 5, however you want to define it. It's like this, right? You have short extension, pullback, long extension. Your middle wave is the supposed to be the biggest one. And then you have pullback, and you have a shorter one, and you have some type of complex pullback or whatever, and then we reverse or blah, 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 right? Same type of concepts as like accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown, right? Same type of thing, right? So the first wave, this would be the smart money, the people that know more than we know, right? This comes from some type of breakout beforehand, blah, 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 right? We're not necessarily looking to get involved here because we don't know more than the markets, right? Going back to our breakout scenario, after the breakout, that's right here where people try to get in after the breakout and get burnt here. Or maybe if they're smart, they get involved in the pullback, but by then the trend is slowing down, so they don't really get too much out of the trade, or it doesn't expand to the point where they want to get in and they get burnt, right? So this is kind of too late. This is typically too early. Again, if you can get here, that's fine, but it's very hard to do. This is too late. This is probably too early. So where does the porridge taste the best? Right here in the middle. So if you can position yourself to get involved here, and obviously try to get out here before it's too late, this is the sweet spot of trading. This is the sweet spot, right? Whatever move happens, this gives you a little clue like, hey, Cody, we may be doing it. Cody patiently waits for his signal, gets involved here. Boom, it pushes up. Now everyone else realizes, hey, we're doing it. All right, and this pushes up here. Cody gets out right here. Of course, the late traders get in right here, and that's what they blah, blah, blah. Then they panic, and it goes up, and then we're done. So we want to catch this side. There's a lot of stuff in your chart. I apologize. But we want to catch this area. We don't necessarily have to be the first in, but we don't want to be late. We want to get in kind of right in the middle. After, quote unquote, smart money has given us a sign that, hey, this might happen, but before dumb money catches on to what's actually happening. That's where we want to feast. That's where we want to feast. I'm thinking about it like the old National Geographic like things. I watch a lot of that stuff where it's like, what was like hyenas, like the lion like makes the kill, and then like it goes in for like a feast, and then like the hyena like sneaks in and grabs like a little bit before the rest of the pack comes. Like we just want to do that. Like after it's been killed, we want to run in, like grab a little bit, and then get out of there before the rest of the pack comes and we get burnt. That is our job as traders. We are trading hyenas. That's the next gimmick, OG. See what I did there? We went from trading snipers to trading hyenas. I was going to make a hyena sound, but that would just be weird and probably scare all of you guys away. So I'm not going to do that. But insert hyena sound. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you ever want to join us for one of these live room sessions, feel free. We host both a London and a New York session 3 times a week, and it is available with your trial membership over at www.tier1trading.com.